Hello, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be talking through the raid guide for the raid boss, Bunnidhogg, Keeper of the Sands. This is the yellow aspect of the Chaos Chamber, so at the end of each Chaos Chamber room, there might be a sigil that spawns nearby. A map has a fixed sigil spawn location, so this particular map will always spawn on that wall there, but it's not guaranteed to appear, they are random. But if you get them, you can find the yellow one, signified by that sign, and interacting with this will start a puzzle. You complete the puzzle, you can then spawn and fight the raid boss. So let's do that. This particular puzzle goes from this rock, you break the rock and it reveals like an eye, like the Eye of Sauron, a lighthouse beam, that kind of thing. And it's going to spin around this lighthouse beam. And if it sees you, you fail the puzzle and you take a bunch of damage. And this also relates to a major mechanic within the fight as well. The goal is to just simply destroy it. So I'll show you what I mean. So you can see the light going around like that. And you just kind of turn around or get behind something to dodge it. But you just simply destroy that, and you complete the puzzle. I'll join you at the end of the Chaos Chamber encounter to fight it. Okay, so now we're at the end of the Chaos Chamber run, and we have two exit portals, the gold one that takes us to the Bunny room, and the red one that takes us to the raid boss. If you don't see the red portal, it means you either missed the puzzle or did it wrong, or you made a mistake earlier on. So, before I jump in, I'll just go over some gear that I would recommend for this fight. So, you're going to need some sustain, you're going to be taking a lot of damage during this fight, so if you don't have much in skill tree passive healing, like me, a fortifying sigil. So I've got empowering, unfortunately. I don't have a fortifying sigil on me because I left it at home, but that one gives you the 8% health regen per second and it gives you a protective bubble. That sigil spell is amazing for this fight. In terms of weapons, you're going to want a gun to shoot the target directly with. Luddites, White Rider is pretty good for this. And then you're going to need a gun to shoot a weak point with, kind of like Glooper's weak point. And the liquid cooling and the sawmill are probably the two best for this. The sawmill especially, it does this weird thing that any saw blade stuck in it when it ends just kind of does a chunk of damage. The sawmill is disgusting for this fight, but I'm going to be using the liquid cooling just to kind of show more of it. And to show the liquid cooling still has plenty of good use. So, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to start the fight. Now, I am going to explain a few of the attacks before I actually begin the fight, and that is because it kind of throws them at you very quickly, and I don't want to be pausing mid-encounter. So, first up, it's going to shoot like a laser beam into the ground. It's not going to do damage immediately, but it's going to create a massive circle. Don't be in the circle. The next one, it's going to slam the ground, and it's going to create a wave of sand that's going to approach you. You're going to jump over this, but at the same time, there's going to be these small, like, light beams coming at the ground. This signifies where it's going to impale a rock, like, out of the ground. So you don't want to be stood on these. But there's going to do lots of them. And you don't get much time to figure out where they're all going to appear. So what I like to do is get close to one, not close enough that it's going to hit me, and that way I don't accidentally back into another one, because that happens way too much. Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, rocks don't impale out of the ground in the same place. So if you get close enough to one, not that it hits you, but that way you're not backing into another one, and you'll learn that distance after a bit of play. So that's kind of the two main attacks we'll have to deal with. My first goal, though, will be dealing with ants and getting rid of mobs. So, here's the bunny. Bunnidhogg, Keeper of the Sands. Hello. Anger Bunny. So, yep, this is the giant circle there. And we have some mobs. Get rid of that skeleton archer. Now I think I'm okay to do damage. It's doing a slam, so there's the giant impalement rocks. I must reload. And now it's curling up, so I'm going to go to my liquid cooling. Shoot that. So that's a little bit of a DPS check, you could say. And okay, so now we're going into this phase. So you're going to be taking constant damage in this. This is where the sigils work very nicely. I'm going to turn around, just to make sure the light beam doesn't spawn on me. That has happened. The light beam will just spawn on you and you'll just die. It's very frustrating. So I've taken to just kind of turning around, just to avoid that. So now it's gonna dive underground. I recommend just running in a direction very quickly and jumping, and it's gonna try and attack you. So if you just kind of like, you look at where the boss goes underground, you just do a 90-degree turn and just start running and sprinting. That's been my best results in terms of dodging that attack. Right, so now I'm just gonna take out some of these zombie gunners. I'm probably going to miss that, so I'm just going to look away until it flashes. So I missed that window, which is a shame. I think it's gone underground. It's going to keep summoning these waves of sand. Alright, now I can work on some more boss damage. I think its next phase will be a Sandstorm, yep, so we'll go back over to liquid cooling. I like to ping that area. Oh, nearly. Yeah, I like to ping it in case you do get blinded, that way you can still see it. And yeah, you kind of understand the order of the fight now. It just kind of goes in a bit of a loop. One more curl up weak point. And that's the boss felled. So yep, that's the bunny fight. The Sandstorm phase gets very brutal if the boss gets away from you. One thing I like to try and do is just like go between from ad to ad and pick up the health potions that they drop if you don't have that sustain from the sigil. If you've got the sigil, you can just kind of chill. If you've got mage armor, you can just kind of chill and just attack the boss with fast cooldown spells, and that's enough sustain to get through it. Sanguine Sacrament from Graveborn. Any kind of good sustain will keep you alive during that Sandstorm phase as you work to whittle down the headlight, essentially, that's on its nose. And yeah, and hopefully that was a good showing for the liquid cooling as well, how it still serves plenty of utility in these raid boss fights, since, I know, that quarter hefty nerf. So yeah, that's the bunny fight. Its dedicated drop is the body rune, which is my absolute favourite shield in the game. I use it on all my builds, on all my characters, just because it's so good. It's just, get HP back, do bonus fire damage. It's damage, it's sustain, it's consistent. It's just kind of always there. Body rune good. We like the body rune. So yeah, I hope this video helps you out kind of understand the mechanics of the bunny a bit more. Thank you so very, very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.